The hype is building quickly for the Montreal Canadiens. They have shocked everyone by being a team that's competing to make the playoffs this season, and it's about to get even better for the Habs.
Ой-ой-ой, ну как он просто раздел оборону!
There are rumors that Demidov could be joining the Habs soon. Right now, he is the best prospect in the world, and I believe he will be the Habs' next franchise superstar. Apparently, Demidov will be a healthy scratch for the rest of the season and the playoffs, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him joining the Habs sometime in April. It's crazy that his team is healthy scratching him because he has the most points on his team with 49 points in 64 games.
Ну, Иван Демидов и пожимает плечами.
With his elite skill set, high-end hockey IQ, and dynamic offensive ability, he could be exactly what the Canadiens need to take their rebuild to the next level.
Какой дриблинг, и Демидов забивает в пятом матче подряд, потрясающий!
He showed this season that he's good enough to completely end the Habs rebuild. We've seen top Russian prospects dominate in the KHL before making an immediate impact in the NHL. Just look at Kaprizov and Kucherov. They started in Russia before becoming NHL superstars. Demidov has the KHL record for the most points in a season by a player under the age of 20. He did even better than Kaprizov, Michkov, and Kucherov in their under 20 KHL season.
СКА заблокировал 8 бросков, кстати, немало. Демидов, красивый Иван Демидов, какой пас, и все-таки забивает СКА.
It's very impressive that he broke that record even though he was getting inconsistent ice time throughout the season. His power play ice time was also very limited.
Никишин, бросок, гол!
Could you imagine how much he will produce offensively if he gets consistent ice time both 5-on-5 and in special teams? I think we could see Demidov get 90 to 120 points with the Habs in the future. He's going to make the top 6 in their forwards lineup lethal, and their power play is going to be scary.
Красиво, как Демидов!
Could you imagine adding Demidov to the Habs' first power play line? This could easily become one of the top 10 best power plays in the league.
Короткий здесь рядышком, вот он получает передачу и загоняет шайбу в ворот.
Over the past few seasons, the Canadiens have consistently ranked in the bottom half of the NHL in power play efficiency. That's where Demidov comes in to help solve this problem. Could you imagine Demidov, Suzuki, Laine, Caulfield, and Hudson all on the same power play line?
Девятая команда лиги по реализации большинства. Демидов, классный перевод, и это гол!
Demidov is going to bring creativity, deception, and elite puck movement. He's not just a shooter, he can break down defenses with cross-ice passes, quick one-touch setups, and deceptive movement.
А соперник, если он знает, что делает.
Такая атака. СКА, Демидов! Демидов! Demidov!
His wrist shot is quick and deceptive, making him a dual threat. Defenders won't be able to cheat towards Caulfield or Laine anymore.
Отдает Педану. Продолжает атаку СКА. Шостак отбил. Еще один бросок.
He's great in tight spaces, meaning he can work along the half wall or behind the net to open up plays.
Уже сейчас, за 5 минут.
И вот он гол. Валентин Зыков.
Unlike many players who stand still on the power play, Demidov constantly changes angles, creating new passing lanes and breakdowns in coverage. With Demidov on the ice, the Canadiens' power play will no longer be predictable.
Атака СКА 2 в 2. Оставлена шайба. Демидов. Пауза. Бросок. Гол!
Demidov's skill set is going to translate perfectly to the NHL's fast-paced, high-skill environment. I think he is going to be even better and more efficient in the NHL.
И вот еще одна шайба, и он все-таки делает.
Demidov isn't just a one-dimensional goal scorer. He's an all-around offensive weapon who can fit into different line combinations depending on what the Canadiens need.
Шайба в воротах, это снова Демидов, он оформляет дубль.
We could see Demidov play on the first line with Caulfield and Suzuki, or we could see him play on the second line with Dach and Laine. Another option is to put him as the second line center with Laine and Newhook. I think as a center this will give Demidov more freedom on the ice and will allow him to maximize his creativity. With Demidov, the Habs will have so many options on how they mix up their top 6 forwards.
Вот сейчас попытка это сделать. Демидов устоял на ногах, отдал Григоренко, и это гол!
It was great that Demidov was able to get bigger, faster, and stronger this season with SKA. With all the progress that he's made in his development, I believe he's ready now to be a difference maker at the NHL level.
Останавливает шайбу, а теперь бросает и забивает, и по полной возвращает интригу.
Since Demidov will be on his entry-level rookie contract, this will give the Habs a lot of salary cap flexibility for 3 years.
Суровый Иван Демидов проводит силовой прием против Исхакова, забирает шайбу, обыгрывается с Григоренко.
Demidov is also going to elevate all of the players around him. Because of his elite talent and offensive instincts, he's going to play a big role in the Habs generating more offense. He could especially help either Caulfield or Laine to score over 40 goals next season.
И забивает Иван Демидов.
This is the superstar franchise forward that the Canadiens have been waiting for. I haven't seen this much hype and excitement for a Habs prospect to play for them in a long time. In my opinion, there should be as much hype that we saw leading up to Connor Bedard playing in the NHL.
Не самому сложному, пожалуй, гол на совести вратаря. Ну и вот здесь давайте смотреть, вот это красотища, Иван Демидов!
I can't wait to see him score these highlight reel goals in a Canadiens jersey.
Демидов в середину бросил, забил. 1-0. Ivan Demidov.
Because of Demidov and the other great Habs prospects coming up soon, we're about to enter one of the best eras to be a fan of the Canadiens.
Конечно, очень интересная передача от Кузнецова. Ну, мог, наверное, бросить и сам. Перехват. И вот момент у Плотникова на хитрик. Он есть. Он случился.
With Demidov next season, the Habs won't just be getting an elite prospect. They'll be getting a franchise-altering talent who can help turn them into Stanley Cup contenders for many years. With his game-breaking offensive ability, power play impact, and elite playmaking skills, he could be the missing piece that pushes the Habs from a rebuilding team to a legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference.
И они также находили гол.
And if Demidov joins a Habs team that surprises everyone and makes the playoffs this season, that experience would be invaluable for their young core.
А вот тут есть варианты. Бросок. Иван Демидов.
Players like Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, and Hudson would gain crucial postseason experience, learning what it takes to win when it matters most. That type of growth could set the foundation for a true Cup contending team in the next few years. When Demidov ends up in Montreal, the Habs' Stanley Cup window could open sooner than expected. And once it does, it might stay open for a long time.
Как не могут укротить игровой снаряд игроки Sky. Здесь дальше он накатывается. Максим Дорожка все-таки.
Hopefully the Habs will go on a long winning streak to end the season. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my Habs channel.